Hello, Riga here. In this video I will give you 5 tips that will help you to produce music more efficiently and overall better. Let's start with the first one. Project and channel templates. Whether you are an active music producer or not, it is crucial to save your time by not doing the same basic things over and over again, starting new projects from scratch completely. You can clarify most common things that you are doing in most of your projects, set them in an empty project and then save it as a template. For instance, you can set the BPM, name some channels on a playlist, create basic routing on a mixer, create sidechain, add some plugins to channels or preload synthesizers. Believe me, this will save you a lot of time. You can also save a channel rack as a template, which can be reused in any of your tracks. You can just load it to a channel and there you have it, a complete processing chain within a few seconds. Second tip. Preparing samples and presets. Many producers are underestimating the importance of having a lot of prepared, ready-to-use samples and presets. But let's think about it. EDM music production is not easy. Creating unique sound can take hours and hours of your time, so it is very good to have something to start with. Imagine being motivated enough to sit down and start working on an insane idea you just got. A quick flash of inspiration. You're opening your door and, you're spending 10 to 20 minutes programming basic drum and bass loop from scratch and nearly the same amount of time synthesizing decent bass. It is 20 to 40 minutes without even drawing your idea. But what you can do instead is open a new project from a template, drag one great pre-rendered drum loop of yours, load a decent bass preset you have, and start working on your idea in a matter of a few minutes. And after you're finished with the basis of your track, you can start working on more suitable drums or anything else you'd like to change there. This leads us to one of the most important tips: completion over perfection. Haven't you noticed at least once that you can be tweaking your bass preset or trying to add more tightness to a kick drum or searching for specific reverb settings to find yourself 2 hours later with no progress whatsoever? You are disappointed and the project is closed until who knows what time. The demo is still at the stage of being, best case scenario, 40 seconds long and you are completely tired by its idea. This is why you should aim at making your track as completed as possible, as fast as possible. It is not so difficult to make changes in sound design or mixing once the arrangement is done, but it is much more difficult to force yourself to finish a project that you are no longer excited with. Even if your production skills are not good yet, you should still finish your tracks as often as you can, because it is an important part of music production, without which you will become a great producer of endless amounts of 30 seconds long demos. Tip number 4. Use references. Reference track is a great technique that allows you to have an example of music you like right in front of you when you're making your own song. You can always switch to reference track at any stage of production and listen to the instant difference. This way, you can clarify whether your track lacks some specific frequencies on a spectrum, or your drums are not punchy enough, or panning is too narrow, or your bass is too wide, etc. But not only that, references can help you get more familiar with the arrangement. You can literally build your track structure from empty blocks, recreating specific timings of a target track, such as where should an intro end, how long should the build-up be, when to bring groove changes to the drop. Of course, there are no strict rules, but it is helpful to stick to scene standards sometimes. For instance, if you are producing drum and bass track and your intro is more than 2 minutes long, it is pretty questionable and probably not going to work well. And last but not least, number 5. Do not overlisten to your demo. When you did something that you really like, it is easy to fall into a trap of listening the same demo over and over again. It is understandable. You are excited with this insane thing, but if you don't stop, you will get tired. It is a dangerous effect, getting used to how your demo sounds. At some point, you will lose the creative element. Here you will no longer be able to imagine something new, something different. Even development might be almost impossible. So here is my recommendation. Don't go too far. If you really like it, play it a few times, then switch to another music, probably something similar to your demo. When you get back to work on this, you will be completely fresh, unbiased, and creatively open to develop your great idea.